Hello, welcome this evening. This is Dr. Brenda Roach, but you can call me Brenda because it's just much easier. And again, for those of you that don't know me, I'm a neuropsychologist by trade during day hours, and in the evening hours, I help people work towards reaching their health and wellness goals, as well as helping people bring their business online. And so I'm involved right now it's day 16 of a 21-day series about how to set goals so you actually will achieve them. So again, we're on day 16. You can look up all of my previous days, as well as tonight's will go online within about an hour after I complete this live session, where I'm putting it's all on my blog, and that's Brenda Roche, ROCHE.com. And if you go under training topics and go to the first tab that's underneath there, it's called setting goals. All of my live videos are on there, as well as some narratives as well that you can use to kind of follow along on this series. It's just much easier than trying to find it, on a Facebook kind of feed. So it will all be there for you as well. So I'm really excited to talk about tonight just a physical exercise, physical activity log, and how to use that. And we're really tonight talking about kind of low to moderate activity and exercise. Hey, Abby, glad you're here. And congratulations on your anniversary. You don't see many families staying together that long anymore, so kudos to you and Joe. It's very exciting. And so, if you find this helpful as I'm going along, let me know. If you catch this on replay, put hashtag replay, let me know where you're from. And so again, we're talking about physical exercise, so both men and women, of all ages, benefit from that moderate intensity kind of daily physical activity, which can be, a 30-minute kind of, a brisk walk, or it can be even shorter durations where you do 3 10-minute moderate kind of walks briskly at that point, and so we can look at that when we look at moderate or low intensity. Not everyone is able to go and do high intensity. So maybe if you're thinking and following along and setting out some goals to become more physically active, you might want to start with low to moderate kind of physical activity to kind of build towards a higher intensity physical exercise routine as well. And so it's really important to kind of, do some low intensity, moderate intensity, and building up. Because if you go right to high intensity, you're probably going to get pretty sore. And, the likelihood that you're going to stick with it is a lot lower than if you can kind of build up to it. And there's also people with, knee problems, back problems, other things where you might not be able to, due to whatever physical limitations you have, engage in high intensity interval training, which I'll be talking about tomorrow. So that's why I'm really talking about kind of low to moderate intensity activity this evening. And so some examples of those are, just walking briskly for, a 15-minute walk, or even 3 10-minute walks throughout the day. Bicycling 5 minutes or 5 miles per hour to 9 miles per hour on a level terrain or on a hill or on a stationary bike. Golfing, where you're pulling or carrying your club. So unfortunately, you don't get that same exercise if you are riding in the cart or driving the cart, even though that can be kind of fun to do as well. So I'd encourage you to do that from time to time. But if you're wanting the exercise, I'd encourage you to walk or carry or pull with clubs. Swimming recreationally is a great one. It's great for joints as well. And so that's always a great moderate to low intensity activity. And then yard work, so raking leaves and shoveling snow during the winter time. Or today in Billings, Montana, it could be shoveling hail. We had a bunch of hail that came down today and had a big storm that went through. Hopefully no one listening to this got flooded out in any of their basements or anything. Digging in the garden, mowing the lawn, things like that. Those are actually considered moderate intensity activities. So some of our daily kind of things we can actually put in there as an activity as well. Your body burns 3 times as much energy either walking or doing something at low intensity or light activity than it does, of course, when we're just sitting still. And so what can you do to increase that? So it's really looking at, so one of your assignments today is to look at what can you do to really increase your moderate to low activity level and really laying that out. Now the biggest problem, of course, is time. That's the biggest problem for most people, is figuring out where do we schedule that at. So if you haven't already done this, because we've talked about it a couple days ago about how to schedule that out into your schedule, I really encourage you to do that tonight and take action. And so really looking at, over the next day, tomorrow, What can you do tomorrow to get in, some moderate physical activity? What are you going to do? Write that down and make a commitment to yourself on what you're going to do. Use your social support, use an accountability partner on that, because we find that keeps us more accountable if we do that as well. And then you really want to track it. So, on my blog, which is Brenda Roche, ROCHE.com, I have all of the videos, all the 15 previous days in this series are uploaded there. Tonight's will be uploaded there within an hour of completing this. And I have all the narrative there as well. And then after the 21st day, so within a week after the 21st day, I'm going to upload a PDF version of all of this put together with a whole bunch of bonuses and extra information that I just haven't had time to cover in these lives, that you'll be able to download and really use to work towards any goal you're doing now as well as future goals. So I hope you'll find that helpful. I'm having fun putting that together. But you want to track your physical activity. So on my blog, you'll see just a simple table, which basically is a date in the first column, what activity you did, what the duration was, and then just your notes. So for example, on 7/27/2018, the activity was stretching for 15 minutes, and in my notes it was did yoga. So that's what I did today for kind of moderate activity. Also we have a lot of technology. Hey, Mom, glad you're here. A lot of us also have technology these days, so we have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or different things, and those are great tools that we can use as well to really look at how we track our activity. And there's great competitions that you can do with other people if you're really competitive like me, which can really encourage you as well. So I would encourage you to really look at, again, what can you do to put moderate activity? Mowing the lawn's a great one. I know my mom, who's on here, she does that, and she's got a huge, huge yard. In fact, she's got 2 yards because she's got her house and the cabin. And so I know she gets into a lot of moderate activity as well. But what can you do? Writing it down. What are you going to do tomorrow to put, at least 30 minutes of moderate physical activity into your routine? What can you commit to doing? Put that down below if you're watching this, or if you catch it on replay, what you're going to do to commit to doing 30 minutes of moderate or more of moderate activity tomorrow. That'd be really great to see. And tomorrow I'm going to come on at a different time. I'm going to come on at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday morning, July 28th. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about high intensity interval training, which is a different type of activity. And there's different goals for that. There's different benefits for that. And so I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow. And again, all of my days of this series are on my blog, which is Brenda Roche, ROCHE.com. And you can catch it there under training topics. And you go to the first tab under that, which is goal setting, setting goals. And you can find all of this whole series there. And then, as I said, 7 days after the 21st day of this series, which that's when it ends, I'll be putting up a PDF version of all of this with some extra bonuses and some extra tips and tricks in there as well. So I hope you're finding this helpful. If you are, give me some thumbs up, give me some emojis. If you know people that this could be beneficial for, please feel free to share it as well. And I hope you can join me tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time and hear about high intensity interval training, or HIIT for short. And if not, I hope you can catch it on replay and share it with other people that you think it might be beneficial for as well. So again, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from. And again, feel free to share this and let me know if you're finding this helpful, and put down below what you're committing to on it's just a little bit of accountability for you, what you can commit to do at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity tomorrow, which is Saturday. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.